Om Shanti. Am I audible?
Yes, sister.
So can I start?
Yes.
Om Shanti, everyone. Thank you, Baba, for this wonderful opportunity. And thank you, Farishta family, that we all discuss and churn this beautiful Murli today of 18th January 2016. Students who study with interest can never fail in any subject. To fail means to feel, to have a bad feeling. Om Shanti. All of you, first of all, received Drishti from Bap Dada. Although you saw Baba with those physical eyes, when those eyes received the Father's Drishti, your Drishti was transformed. Who can everyone see in the whole gathering? All of you are visible as number-wise Brahmins. There is a little mixture in between, but you all have Bap Dada in their intellects. Each one is thinking, our Baba has come. In each of your intellects, there is the awareness, my Baba has come, my Baba has come. The sparkle of the happiness that my Baba has come is merged in the eyes of each one of you. Who is in everyone's eyes? My Baba. Baba is visible in your eyes, and Baba is visible in your intellect. And this is why lovely Baba, sweet Baba, my Baba is merged in the eyes of all of you. The Father sees you children with that same vision of your being my children. And the children too are looking at the Father with the vision, he is my Baba. What is visible in the heart of each of you? My Baba has come, my Baba. When you say mine, there is so much happiness. My Baba. No matter how much you say, this one is from London, that one is from India. What comes first? My Baba has come. The meeting of Baba and the children is taking place. This meeting, The meeting of Baba and the children is taking place. This meeting too is a unique meeting. Physically, some are of one age and others are of another age. But who are you? In short, you would say the father and the children are sitting here. Whether someone is 100 years old or 150 years old, what would you say? Just one. All who are sitting here are Baba's children. When you come and sit here, what introduction do you give? Whichever form you come here, in which form do you sit when you are here? It is in the form of students. You're sitting in front of Baba in the form of students and Baba's children. Someone or the other has come from all directions of the world. No matter that some come from one country and others from another, but when sitting here, what do you feel? That you're godly students. And who is your teacher? God himself has specially come to meet you. God has come to meet you and you have come to meet God. Whoever has come, what do you say because of that recognition? We are going to Baba, we are going to Baba. The bhavna to meet Baba is visible on each one's face to such an extent. On everyone's face, there is the image of the Father and the children's bhavna. There is so much love on each one's face. Wah, Baba, wah. This is the song that each one's heart is singing. And there is so much love. What a meeting of the Father and the children. If you look at today's gathering, there is no other relationship. Only the Father and the children. Whether someone is old or whatever the relationship, all are here in the form of students. The feeling of being a student is merged in each one's intellect. This is the aim and objective in each one's intellect. Many countries and many souls, but in this Brahmin life, whether they are old or young children, all are in the form of students. You are all children, but all of those sitting here are students who study. So if we just pause here for a moment and come into the Avyakt stage instantly, and just experience that intoxication feeling of being there as Baba's students, as Baba's children, and Baba in front of you, where God has specially come to meet you. And it is He, in fact, who is telling about the Murli. Let's experience ourselves as young students, paying full attention to the Father, to my Baba. Today Baba said this, today Baba said that. Today Baba told us about being bodiless. Baba is telling us so many good things in everyone's mind. Which form of yours is visible to you at this time? Student. So as you had just instantly put yourself in that Avyakt stage, see yourself as a student, with Baba teaching us, whether old or young, the work is the same, studying. And there is so much power filled in the study. You're so ordinary, and yet, what are you becoming through the study? If any of you were asked what you have come to study today, all will say, we are becoming deities from human beings. And you're studying this study with so much love. Each one is studying with such interest. However, if anything else comes in between, the main thing going on would be missed. It has been seen, however, that the majority of you become mixed in everything. But you have come here as students to study. And it has been seen that when everyone comes here to study, it is visible from their faces that they are very busy in their studies. And who is teaching them? If your attention is on this, your boat then goes across. The Supreme Soul is teaching us. Have you heard that the Supreme Soul also teaches? However, in this study, the majority of you pass. Why? The teacher here teaches in such a way that whatever you hear becomes imprinted. You do not forget it. All of you are happily studying. Even now you can see that there are very few that have come to study due to one or the other circumstances. However, instead of the study, their attention is sometimes diverted to another subject. Some are paying attention to the special homework that was given to you. Even now, they are remembering that even now. They have love for the study. They will pay attention to their study till the last time. More than 3/4 of the hall is of such students. Bap Dada is saying that this is the speciality of the students sitting in this class. And the wonder is that they are paying attention to the study. So who are you? Each one of you knows yourself. It has been seen that the majority of students who are present here now are interested in studying. The Father is also pleased to see this. You're paying good attention to the study. This result is good. You now have to move forward in this. You have to increase your interest in the study. You're good in paying attention to the study. So in today's result, there are more of those who are studying, and they're studying with great interest. There is a big number. It has been seen that those who are studying have great interest. The teacher too is very interested to teach. He too understands mostly that students should not fail due to any reason. Let them not receive less marks. Everyone here has taken the fruit of their study. All of you are those who claim the fruit of the study, and this is why you're sitting here till now. Otherwise, half the class would have left. It is a matter of interest. If there is an interest to study, then it feels very bad to stop studying. Based on the result, it has been seen the class that has come here has a good interest in the study. You may applaud. Congratulations for paying attention to studying, because all of you are students. It does not seem right for students not to have an interest in studying. This is why Baba said that all of you are students who are paying attention to your studies. According to the numbers that are present, the result is good. This is why it would be said that this class has passed. So look at each one's face. All are smiling. You always give time to whatever you are doing. Whether it is 1 hour or half an hour, you give time to it. So you value time. And this is why it is in your nature to do with your full attention whatever task you carry out. This present class is one that is going to give a good result. Which students does the teacher like? Those like yourselves. Although you might say that you have become regular only today, at least you have become that. At least you have come in the list of those who are regular, even if it is for only a day. However, do not think just one day is enough. Everyone becomes happy when they see this. Seeing a higher result, everyone is happy that they have also been included in pass. All of you would have already understood from this that it is your duty to pay attention, because you can see that even the teacher is making effort. Congratulations, congratulations to both teachers and students for a higher number passing. Now, whenever you have to take a paper, do not fail it. This is the lesson you're being taught today. Look at your faces today when you have passed, whereas those who have failed have to look down. This happens naturally. No matter how much you may want to pass, you still have to look down. So whenever you sit to take a test paper, always remember this day you definitely do have to pass. The total result is better than what was expected. Whenever you sit to take a test paper, always pay this attention. You must not fail. To fail means to have a bad feeling. You would then remember throughout the whole year that you failed. You failed, and according to the system, you will be transferred. But never think whatever happened was good. Of course, you will sometimes fail and sometimes pass. It's not that you can always pass. However, everyone has received this teaching. Out of those who passed, how many are there and how many emerged? Those who passed, raise your hands. There are few who are raising their hands. In terms of the gathering, there are few. Whenever you study, always have the aim that you definitely do have to pass. Whatever all of you have studied, up to now, from class 1 until now, however many classes you have studied, understand this to be the 8th year, beginning of secondary education. So how many of you have passed? How many should pass? Okay, if not a full pass, then a little less. It is okay if you have 1 or 2 less marks, but if you fail by many marks, that is not good. So what aim will you have? Is it no different if you fail? Out of all of you, do any of you think that it is all right if you only just pass with 1 or 2 marks within the pass mark? That is fine. Have the aim not to miss a single class, because it is always the aim of students to pass. Not that you will try, but that you will pass. So today, all of you have made effort. What percentage of you raised your hands? You've raised your hands, but you also have to see what number you passed. You passed, but was it almost the same as not passed? That is, you passed with just one or two numbers, or did you pass well? So always pay attention that in any situation, to pass means to pass. It's not good if you fail. There must definitely be some habit in which you keep busy. Even so, there are so many people sitting here. Those who have passed, raise your hands. It is good, or is it that those who have passed are all sitting in the front? It is good. You have so much intoxication when you raise your hands for having passed. So before we continue, reflect on your own journey as a student in this beautiful universal university that Baba has set up. And ask your own self if you have passed. And whether you have passed with just one or two pass marks, or you have passed in a way that you're clearly passed. It's a self-reflective pause. Okay, so you must have got that answer for yourself. So now let's continue. It is the turn of Maharashtra zone to serve. 15,000 have come from Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh and Mumbai. In total, 22,000. Bap-Dada gives congratulations to those from Maharashtra. Why? You have taken the examination here, and many from here have passed too. Many, many congratulations to those who have passed. You made effort, or you had luck, and so you passed. Have you made effort? Those who have made effort, raise your hands. According to the result, a few have made effort. Nevertheless, this many have emerged, and so Bap-Dada likes this too. There are more than half who have passed. It is good. 550 double foreign brothers and sisters have come from 50 countries. It is good. At least this many have emerged. You have still made effort. It is good. Acha, you may applaud for those who have passed. When you receive the results, there is the impression of what the students were like. Were they interested in the study or in something else? Nevertheless, it is good. Ratan Bhai and Ratna Ben from London, both in the same home, have passed. It is very good that both have passed. Acha, on behalf of all of you, the Father is congratulating them. So many would not tell them individually, and so Baba is congratulating them in the gathering. It is good. When you get the results, you're enthusiastic. So why is the result so low? Each one of you would feel that if you had studied, they could have claimed a number even further ahead. You can do it, but you have been a little careless. It should not be that it will happen, it will happen. It has to happen. Those from Calcutta have decorated all 3 complexes with flowers. It is good. Many have come from Calcutta. Learn from them to stand up in the same line. You will continue to learn in this way. It is good. These people are receiving 100-fold greater congratulations from those who have raised their hands. It is good. All of you have enthusiasm, and so the next time you come, your number will be even more at the front. You have done it once, and so you have the enthusiasm that you too can be this, and that the next time you will win. So try to claim a number even further ahead. Many have come for the first time. It is at least half the class. Out of this huge gathering, so few have raised their hands. It would have been so good if there were a few more. Baba would say that there has to be a lot of zeal and enthusiasm. To claim a number is not an ordinary thing. At least your name was glorified. The whole class and their friends and relatives were so happy. If you were to count this, how many would there be? Their parents, their uncles and aunties would be so happy. However, it is good that you claimed a number. Even so, you came within the numbers. This too is good. It is better than not at all. Acha, to those who have come for the first time to this big gathering, congratulations. Meeting Dadi Janki, seeing you, everyone will have the enthusiasm that if you are able to do this, why can we not? Mohini Ben from New York and Sister Jayanti sent lots of love and remembrance. They sent their remembrance, but they were not able to come. There too they celebrate 18th January with a lot of love. Those from Calcutta garlanded Bab Dada with a garland. Looking at Muni Ben, you also emerged from Calcutta. Speaking to Mohini Ben, Baba, with your blessings, I'm fine. You will remain fine in the future too. It is good that Baba agrees with everything that you receive in your blessing, but you just have to remember it. Madhuban from Calcutta has been decorating the 3 places of Madhuban with flowers each year for the last 20 years. She has tried to claim number 1. In your efforts, you came a little close, but then others also will come. It doesn't matter. However, you will have enthusiasm that you're left behind a little. Om Shanti. So today's Murli was a beautiful Murli where you actually feel you are in a classroom. The entire Murli is based on students and the teacher. Students who study with interest can never fail in any subject. And actually to fail means to feel, to have a bad feeling. So let's now reflect for a minute or so before we start the churning. Om Shanti. Who would like to begin with the churning? So as you reflect on your journey as students, would anyone like to share their experience as a student? in this beautiful university. In your Avyak stage, you must have seen yourself there as a student, and Baba actually talking to you. And you may have also reflected on how many marks you scored, which is your own personal growth journey as a student. But what would you feel that you would like to discuss from this Murli? What is your takeaway?
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Amee Parekh.
My takeaway is that pay full attention in your studies, because we know that who is teaching us, the Supreme Father, the teacher, as well as the Sadguru. So when he's come to teach us, why not claim for the 100% in all the 4 subjects, rather than getting the lower marks when fail in that and feel bad later on. So it's still we have time to study very well and get 100% in all the 4 subjects.
Yes, Amee Parekh, that's very beautifully said. That you aim for getting the highest marks in all the subjects. And we continue our journey as students. Anyone else would like to share? Yes, Chandrakala Behan, it is an open-ended question. You can churn, you can discuss, you can share.
Om Shanti, sister. First of all, being a godly student of this university is a great thing. We are lucky soul actually, and becoming Lakshmi Narayan means becoming in Satyug. It's a great thing, and we are lucky enough to be a student of this university. And as Amee sister said, so getting just passing in all the 4 subjects. So we need to concentrate every day, each second and each moment. What Baba says, don't forget me. Always be remembrance of the Father as Sadguru, as teacher, and we need to work on that, because in this confluence age, each second is very valuable. So without wasting, because we don't know when this soul leaves this body, so each second and each moment is very valuable. Gives me in the remembrance of the God. So in today's Amrit Veda, I am Vishwa Sevadhari. So I need to give service this body. How long this soul is in this body, I need to give service to the this world. So that's the reason I was selected by Baba. So in that way, that is my takeaway point for today. So still more, my responsibilities are grown. For from this moment, I'll take still more responsibility without wasting my time. I'll do service to the world. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Chandra sister, very nicely expressed. Thank you for your sharing. Anyone else would like to share? Madhu Behan, Lata Behan, Simran Behan, Seema Behan, Sridevi Behan, Shivani sister. Anyone? Okay, Shivani's sister has written in the chat box. I like how Baba emphasizes that being trapped in the traps of feelings indicates spiritual failure. Otherwise, we souls love to play the blame game and victimize the self, putting responsibility of their sorry state on others, external factors and situations. That's very unhealthy and a move towards self-destruction the final moments will be of Nashto Moha. Thank you, Sister Shivani. And very rightly captured in the Murli, he's very clear that it's the feelings. How do you judge that you have passed or failed? So one is, of course, this is just my own experience, that when you meditate, you'll actually get a very truthful answer from your own inner voice and from Baba himself, that this is where you still need to make more effort. And in an easy way, Baba has said in this Murli, if you're trapped in the feelings, it indicates spiritual failure. So if you're feeling bad, feeling low, like he said also, if you fail, you'll put your head down. So these are all indications. Smriti labdha, not of feeling. So untangle yourself from this. Be happy and joyful. Yes, Sister Shivani. One of the things I've been practicing is to be as detached as possible, especially with human beings. Be kind, be approachable, be detached. And this opens a new discussion, being detached and yet being involved, or being detached and not at all involved. Because when you live in this world as a karma yogi, without involvement, you will not have zeal and enthusiasm. And to find that correct balance, that you have that zeal and enthusiasm and yet you're detached, is a spiritual challenge by itself. So thank you, sister, for that sharing. Anyone else would like to share their experience as a student in this beautiful university? Or as a teacher? Some of you may be teachers in your Lokik life. Okay, I would like to just share my own experience as I was reading this Murli. What came to my mind, especially, even when I was a kid, since I was born in a Sikh family, the word Sikh means student, who's always learning, Sikhna, okay? And I realized at a very young age that the more you dive into something, the more you feel you do not know, and the more you want to learn. And I think after coming in Baba's family, that's so very true. The more you study, the more you want to study. The deeper you study, the deeper knowledge you seek as a learner, as a student. So this is what was coming to my mind as I was reading the Murli. And there is no end to this vast knowledge and vast experience. And like Baba clearly said, to get to that point of not having the bad feeling, and the more you're reflective about your own self truthfully, and find out as a student where you still need to move on, the more Baba will hold your hand as a beautiful teacher who's always present with you, guiding you through this beautiful university growth. So I thought I would share that as well. Anyone else?
Shanti, I joined a little late, so I'm not sure like what all was it. But yes, listening to you now, even I feel the same. As much as I involve myself, I really have been thinking. That Baba talks about. That you are like a sparrow, and you have to gulp the entire gyan in you. So I also feel like as if I don't know, anything, though there is so much I have learned in 5 years, but I still feel there is so much to do. So many Avyakt Murlis have to be done. I have not done everything, and maybe even all the Sakar Murlis also. I mean, even if we have read, everything has not been registered in our mind. because as they say, like every Murli, you just take 1 point also, that's also like good for you. So then at the end of the month, at least you have 30 points or 31 points. But have we been able to do that also? And one of the things is like 4 subjects. They say, Baba says that you'll pass with honor only if you pass in all the 4 subjects. And also, like he said, that coming into feeling. So it's all about changing our mind, intellect, and resolves the old sanskars. Whatever we had, filled in our minds, we had become totally depleted. So whatever Baba is teaching us every day, we just have to keep filling ourselves with that knowledge, become knowledgeful. So I mean, Baba says that जब तक जीना है ज्ञान अमृत पीना है. So it's never ending. So in that way, it's true that we are students, we are learning, and we are doing according to whatever Baba says, Srimad par chalna hai and everything. But still, there is a lot to do. That's what I also feel. Shanti.
Thank you, Seema Behan. Very nicely put. The deeper you go, the more you realize you have to more and more you have to do. Anyone would like to share their experience as a student or as a teacher? I feel even when this churning happens, we learn so much from each other. I have learned a lot from all of you. Just listening, the discussion, and I think every Baba's Brahmagyani, every family member is helping each other as well, besides Baba's teachings. Because when we churn, I think it's a great effort made by those who started this group. When you churn, you learn a lot. When you discuss, you learn a lot. And that itself is leading you as a seeker. You share and grow. So thank you to the whole family for this beautiful teachings and discussions. So anyone else before we get on? Yes, Seema Ben.
I was just thinking of these 3 words you said: learn, churn, and earn. They're
Very
rhyming.
Very nice.
Learn, churn, and then earn. This is our income.
Very nice, very nice. And I don't know, we have all been students. Another thing that just came to my mind, when a weaker student in the class in our Lokik world would need help in a certain subject. And I always felt that when you teach somebody, you actually understand the subject even better. Like when people come around you and they say, can you show me this? So obviously, if you can explain something properly, that means you've understood. So I don't know how this thought came to my mind today, that I think maybe we should all try to teach some of our colleagues around from the Murli classes, because when you teach, I think you automatically become more prepared. Like how a teacher does a lesson planning before she goes to the classroom to teach. So I don't know, maybe Baba's done this touching to share. I feel we should all make an effort to teach as well. The more we teach, the more we learn, the deeper we'll go.
Yeah, even I have, experienced this. Sometimes even I read the Murli in my local, whatever Zoom meeting we have. So when I read the Murli, like while reading only, so many thoughts come in you and you keep on speaking. I don't know how this gyan like flows from within you. When you're just listening, then you're just listening from that person's point of view. You're just listening to some voice, to that their churning. But when you are reading it and you have prepared for it, then yes, you learn a lot. You churn and then you earn. That's what I will say. Om
Yes.
Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om
Okay.
Shanti. Yeah, I just
Yes,
want to
Amee
add,
Ben. Yes.
yes, as a teacher of kindergarten, I just realized that for my children, when they are very small, as they are in lower class, junior KGs and senior KGs. So unless I don't make their base firm, so I just can't move ahead. So we start always with the pattern form and then. So I just understand now that, see, Baba is also teaching us like that. See the pattern, how we are forming, and then go with the alphabets. So unless your alphabet, the base is not proper, you're not going to merge with 2-letter or 3-letter words. So Baba is always a keep your foundation firm, and then you can move ahead accordingly. So we can just go way again and again, move ahead to learn more and more things as we go in other higher standards. That's
Absolutely.
all.
Yes, yes, sister. Very nicely put. And you're a Lokik teacher as well, right, sister?
Yes, yes.
So I think this Murli is especially for people like you. And I also come from a teaching background on and off.
Okay.
So I kind of relate to it quite well.
Yes.
Although I may be teaching technical and human issues in aviation, but I relate to it because I think when you go well prepared and you really
Yes.
are able to share all that experience with so many more people. And just like a doctor is a very noble profession, teaching, like when you come out of a class and you have the satisfaction that so many people have learned what you had thought that they should learn in that particular class, there's a different feeling of happiness. So I think this entire Murli today, when I was going through, I said this whole thing is like a classroom. This entire Murli is focused on Baba being the teacher and us being the students.
Yes.
So it's a beautiful Murli.
Experience, because all the children are not the same, and sometimes we really need put an effort for the children who are lacking behind. They are not able to hold the pencils, so we teachers hold their pencils and hold their hands to how to write at least a standing line or sleeping line, whatever they are not able to. We make that effort to make them learn this thing. So Baba also touches our hands and mind so that we can learn each and every word of the Srimad.
That's so wonderful. Thank you, sister. And now should we go for the meditation if no one
before
else
there is
wants
a
to share?
meditation, there's an announcement for tomorrow. We have a session on spiritual significance of Raksha Bandhan. Sister Ritu Ben Thakkar is conducting this session. We invite all of you to join this session tomorrow at 5 a.m. Thank you.
Thank you, Amee Ben. And let's do a small but deep meditation. So let's all visualize ourselves as beautiful souls in the Avyakt stage, in the subtle world, as beautiful students learning to fly as angels, learning to be in Urti Kala. And let's see Baba in front of us, showing us, teaching us, clarifying our doubts, nudging us to make the right kind of effort. Ensuring that each one of us passes the exam. with flying colors. Some of us may be lagging behind, some may be going ahead, but we all hold each other's hands as beautiful souls and help each other to nudge upwards. And Baba, with his open arms, receives each one of us, understanding our effort in our study. See yourself making notes, opening your textbooks, meditating and receiving Gyan. And Baba, with his beautiful vibration and drishti, blessing each one of us with true knowledge, with true Gyan, so that we all enter Urti Kala stage as angels who have received 100% marks in all the subjects. See the joy on your face when Baba gives you the 100% marks degree, that you've succeeded. You've done so beautifully well, and continue to maintain it and help others along in this beautiful journey to remain at the 100% score every second. See the vibrations of Baba blessing each one of us. May we all experience the learnings of whatever Baba wants to teach us and imbibe it in the correct way that he would like us to absorb it. Om Shanti.
Very truly said, Harpreet sister. Thank you so much for today's Murli. Thank you all of you for joining us. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Have a blissful day. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Shanti.
Om Shanti.